My name is Mike Carpenter. Was born and raised in Orem. Graduated from Orem High, UVU, and USU. Married with 3 kids. I raised my kids in Orem as well. So, see my experience. I've worked in the tech industry. I've managed and led numerous teams. I've done independent contracting, so I'm capable of managing multiple things at a time and coordinating with outside entities to successfully get projects done and completed. I've watched Orem's successes over the years and some unfortunate failures in the past. And I just believe that some of my tech experiences and my project leadership would bring a lot to managing of the city. One of the greatest priorities I would have is ensuring that we keep up on our fire and police services, maintain a high level of investment with our officers and our first responders. I think it's essential for having a stable and functional city to have first responders who are just as invested in being part of the community and staying with the community throughout their entire career. Another thing I find concerning is that we're outsourcing our voting to the county. To me, we're getting further and further away from precinct oversight, and I find that really concerning. So I would work to move to at least have the city doing their own vote tallies going forward. Another issue I've been finding across the whole state, but I'm really concerned in Orem, is that our school systems seem to be getting more and more out of touch with the people. And they're shutting down discourse and refusing to have open meetings. And I think it might be time for us to start discussing not being part of the Alpine School District, but creating our own school district. I would say one of our greatest strengths is our water and sewer system. We've been mindful and planned ahead. We've got great reserves. And I would continue to invest in this. I think that one thing that we're getting away from is we've been doing large scale developments without compensating the water supply because we've got storage. And I think that that's a mistake, because at some point we're just going to be at a bare minimum if we continue. I would continue to invest in this. We live in a desert. So this is something that always has to be on the forefront of our minds, is years of drought and less rainfall. And if we continue to do as we have in the past, I think Orem will be successful way into the future. So yeah, another thing I think that we've been really good at is providing parks and recreation facilities. I think I would work to make sure that we maintain those and continue to grow them so that they meet the needs of the citizenry and they are able to enjoy things as the open spaces. Some of the biggest issues we have, the city and some of the leadership have often seemed to think we have more money to burn than the residents do. And all the city's money comes from the residents. So, I think that, bonds are great, but they're a lot like student loans. They're easy to acquire. They don't come due until after you've stacked them up. And oftentimes your planned revenue stream doesn't meet the goals of the paying them off. So, you know, I would much rather see us work towards savings and then paying outright for things rather than continue to do bond issues. And also a lot of our spending seems to be catering to very wealthy business people at the expense of the citizen. So, you know, a lot of money to the university mall projects and other things like that that don't really benefit the residents as a whole. And there was no reason for us to fund it. I love this town. I've always, you know, my family grew up here. My mom grew up here. My in-laws grew up here. It's been a great place to live. And I hope we keep it that way. I am concerned with some of the changes that have been coming into the city and direction that people have been pushing it. I don't think we want to be a city where we need an app to tell us where poop is on public streets, you know. But that's where we're going. I mean, I never thought we'd see shooting on Center and University from BLM activists, but that happened in Provo last year, and the mayor did nothing about it. If we continue where we're going, that's what's going to happen everywhere.